everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of the ManniCraft server with Black Dog Z. It appears that ArcLight will be joining us this episode. How's it going, ArcLight?
Not bad. I found some ether wart, and I am all ready to start making myself some fire resist potions, and then I can go have some fun with some blazes.
Nice. That's good to see. Alright, so we gotta submit this. I think this should work. Okay, so we gotta put power here. As you can see, guys, we've got our system running here that allows us to access our inventory and such, which is kind of neat. And if I just type in switch, no, I can't even remember what it's called, so I'm just going to scroll through it here. Lever. There we go. So now I should be able to grab a lever, place it there. In theory, that should provide a redstone signal, but this is still going. Alright, so basically what I'm trying to do is trying to get a redstone signal to this, but that doesn't appear to be working. I was hoping it would. So I can't tell this to do redstone. I was hoping that would work, but apparently it does not. Alright, well, we'll have to come up with a different method for that later. I was hoping I could make that easier to access so that we didn't have to jump back there every time we wanted to use our inventory system. So until it's set up properly, we're going to have some issues with it by the looks of it. But that's not what we're working on today. Today we're going to work on... Well, first, we need a thermionic fabricator before we're going to be able to go any further. So, let's take a look at what's needed for a thermionic fabricator. So it's real simple. Some gold ingots, sturdy casing. Now a sturdy casing is just bronze. And then some glass and a chest. I should be able to take care of that. Now I'm going to have to head upstairs here for a moment. Wait, do I have bronze? Oh, copper. Do you remember how to make bronze there, ArcLight? Without me having to look it up?
A little bit. How much do you need?
No, I was just wondering if you remembered how to make it.
Oh yeah, you macerate your tin and your copper, and 3 macerated copper to 1 macerated tin.
Oh yeah, copper to tin makes bronze. Alright. So we'll take some copper, and we'll take some tin. Don't need quite that much, this should be more than enough. And then we should just be able to do this, by the looks of it. Yep. Alright. So now we got some tin, which is exactly what I... Sorry, bronze, which is exactly what I was hoping to get. And then we'll go in here, make a sturdy casing, and bam, we have a sturdy casing. I don't think this has been fixed yet, has it? Oh, it has. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of nice. Alright, so now I need some glass. Now if I go in here, there's no glass in here whatsoever. Any glass in here? Oh, there is. Look at that. There we go. So we don't have a crafting system for this yet, so we can't really do any crafting, unfortunately. Just using it basically to get what I need out of it. So now we can go like that, we can go like this, and we need gold and a chest. So we can grab the gold, Now I just need a chest, and if I check in my ender pouch, look at that wood. And there's just a regular old crafting table here where we can get the wood. I didn't grab enough wood. There we go. There we go, and we have our chest. So we should have our thermionic fabricator now. Check that out, one thermionic fabricator. And I'm just going to chuck that right here for now. And I hope we have some cables. It would not appear that we have any cables. We can check in here though. Oop. Doesn't appear there's any in here either. Alright. Okay. So let's take a look here. There's got to be a better way to run this system. Alright, so cable. You know, if we take this and put it here, we could take that out. As long as we swapped... that won't work. I was hoping that would, but it won't. Okay. Apparently this isn't going to work, so we're going to have to move this for now. We'll just put it down right there, and it'll work for now. It's gaining energy. And I have some glass. Now what I wanted to make in here was a lot of this recipe. That's tin electron tubes, so I'm going to put this in here. And I needed 96 of this. Okay, that didn't quite get me as many as I had hoped. So I thought I had enough in there. I must have used some of it. Alright, so let's take a look here. I need 64. Well, apparently I only needed 64 of those, so I got a few extra. But we'll definitely use those at some point. And just take all this out of here. And just dig that up for now, because we don't have a proper way to place it. And we can just chuck it in here. Alright, so I got all the tin electron tubes that I'm going to need here. I'm just going to toss those in here. And next up, we need brass. Now, brass is all upstairs. So let's go grab that. And while I'm up here, I want to take the time to show you guys a neat little thing. I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want Arclight to see it. So he doesn't know this exists. So this is only for the YouTubers, as you can see. This right here is kind of neat looking. It's newish for our house, which I think is really cool. Oh, what's that? Look at that. And you can go here. And look at that. You can't even tell. And then if for some reason you need to get in behind, we do have this access point here. And as you can see, it's all set up using this system here. Alright, take a look at that. Really neat. And I'm just going to go ahead and end that program there. We're going to show you the computer. Alright. So this is the system that we're running. And basically what it's doing is it's just waiting for the redstone signal. And then it does this. and outputs the redstone signal if it finds that it's true. So that's basically what it's doing, is it's just going to output a whole bunch of redstone signals and then stop. And that's all it's doing, is just outputting a bunch of redstone signals, which I think is really cool. And I could have put it in a loop, but decided not to. We'll just reactivate that. And so from either side, as you can see, we got one right here. You can use it. And there you go. Now that took a little while to build, and as you saw, we were making the motors and stuff for it. I thought that was kind of cool. And it allows us basically to have more area in our house, and keeps things nice and tidy, I think. So we're going to be doing some more creative style stuff in the house here. As you can see, it's kind of bare in here, but the house is pretty much done. So you can actually come out onto the patio back here, which isn't quite done for the patio, but not a problem. It's actually where our tree farm is going to go, is over here as well, when we get a tree farm, which is something that we're working on. And then, of course, we plan on setting up the bedrooms and everything so that you can have beds and things like that. Currently, there's nothing in here, so we got to work on that. Alright, so let's get back to work. Oops. So we want to go over here. Alright, so I was looking for brass. Now, I already have some pneumatic tubes, which is actually what I'm planning on making. And I have glass, more of it. And do I have any brass? Look at that brass right there. So, we do that, that, and that. And this should be more than enough tubes. Okay, I'm going to keep that on me in case I need it. I'm also going to need this. And downstairs I have some wafers and stuff, and I do believe I have uncooked wafers as well, because you never know when you're going to need those. Let's just make sure they're not up here, because I hate leaving things behind. Okay, so they're not up here, which is good. Oh wait, they weren't in here, were they? No, but I will need that, so we'll grab that. Grab the rest of these. Might as well grab that. Take that downstairs while I'm at it, and I might need that. Alright. So the plan here now is we've got to build some more complicated stuff. So now that we have that, and we have the brass ingots for the red power tubes that we bought, that we created, we need to build some managers. Now managers aren't easy to build. If we take a look, manager requires a regulator, a sorting machine, blue alloy ingots, and red doped wafers. So I'm going to need silicone wafers and redstone. Now, I have some silicone wafers, and actually, I'm just going to do this. And do that. And there's a reason that I set it to enabled low. Now I can just flick the switch, get the power I need, go in here, grab what I need, which I'm going to need these, and this. I always hate that. You can't just exit out of the inventory. And then I can just click that and it'll turn it off. And of course it does keep a little backup store of energy, but this will keep this from outputting. So if we check, we should see that none of the redstone batteries are outputting any energy. And I can turn these off. Yet this still says it has the energy it needs. Which is very odd. Oh, there it goes. It just registered that it's not getting the energy, it's dying. So it won't have very much time in here, but there it goes. See? When it doesn't have power, it just shuts right off. But it's a very powerful system. So it uses, right now, as you saw when we were looking at this, it uses 13 MineCraft joules per tick. So it's not cheap. But this here has a crafting monitor. We have here a C terminal that allows for crafting and things like that. Unfortunately, we do not have anything that'll actually allow us to craft yet, so we got to work on that. There's still quite a few things that need to be done. Alright, so back to our manager. So to make a manager, first we need to make a sorting machine, which means we need to make a filter. So we can go ahead and make a filter. It's just cobblestone, gold, and red dope wafers. But we have no red dope wafers. So we're going to have to run back upstairs and make those. This is just going to be a lot of running around. We haven't moved any of the machines yet. They're still all in the basement. And we still have to set that up. So this is going to take a little bit of time. A little bit of running around. But what do you do, right? So if I just do that, that should get us some red doped wafers. And we should be able to get started. Got one. Alright. So now what does this have in it? It's got wool. Does not have the gold we need. But we can grab a bunch of cobble. Let that cook up and we'll head downstairs and build the first thing. Alright. Once we get everything set up, I think I'll be much happier. And so let's grab some wood. Okay. So now we have some wood. Now I've already got a piston, which is the best part about that. So why don't we go ahead and build this guy. So just do that. Take your red doped wafer, put it here. And then take that cobblestone that you grabbed. Just run it along the top and in each corner at the bottom, and we get a filter. Okay, so next step is that we need to build this guy. We're going to need some more red doped wafers. And so let's go ahead and get the rest of it set up, shall we? So we just go here, click this, and click this. You'll see that we need red doped wafers, but we need iron here, 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 here. And we need a blue alloy ingot. Now, our red doped wafers should hopefully be finished cooking. As you can see, very much a pain, having to constantly run up and down these stairs, and I can't wait until we get everything set up. Maybe we'll do that here between episodes. 10 of them should be good for a while. Going back down the stairs. And we're here. Okay, so now we have our 2 red doped wafers to make our sorting machine. So we have our sorting machine. Next we need a regulator, which requires an item detector and 2 buffers. Now to make a buffer is just wood and iron bars, real simple. So let's go ahead and make some iron bars. And then once we have that, oh, wrong one. Once we have that, actually just click this and go here, 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 here. And that gets us our 2 buffers. Alright, so next up, we need an item detector. Now an item detector requires a pressure plate, some pneumatic tubes, some brass, and some wood. Real simple to build, but before we can build it, we need to build a pressure plate. So we built the pressure plate, we put the wood in the edges here, we take our tubes and put them like that, we take our gold and put it like this, and then red doped wafers. And why didn't that work? Because it needs brass and we put gold. Bronze, brass. There we go. So we now have our item detector, which goes in the center. Buffers on either side. And then wood in the corners. Brass here and here. And red doped wafers there. And that gets us our regulator. So now that we have our regulator, we can actually build this guy. And so we put our regulator there, we take our sorting machine, put it there, iron, red doped wafers, blue alloy, and wood. And that gets us one of two managers. Alright. Now, I do plan on repeating this process, but we're going to need some more head-doped wafers. And probably some more brass, but we have everything we need in order to make it. Okay, looks like our red dope wafers are done. And that's not going to be enough, so just grab some more redstone. Okay, let that cook while we take a look what else we need. Okay, so we have that, we have that. We need brass. Now to make brass we need tin and we need copper. And I don't have any copper on me. I do not believe there's any copper up here. Again, another problem of having our two separate systems in two separate places. That's enough. That'll leave me with a couple extras. That's good enough. I need copper. So as you know, the bronze and the brass recipe are pretty much the same. It's copper and tin, but the nice part about it is that they have two separate systems for making it, so even though they have the same recipe, it's usually pretty safe. Okay, that should be more than enough brass. So now we got to make up some brass. Alright, so now for brass we just take copper and tin and we'll make up some brass. And then we should hopefully have everything we need in order to make a second manager. That is more than enough brass for that. Down the stairs we go. I'm telling you, the boots of swiftness or any boots basically that'll speed me up would be terrific. Alright, so let's go ahead and build a second manager now. We already went through this once, but we're going to need to make it again, unfortunately, in order to get what we need. Because one manager does not work. You do need two.
You know, Black Dog, if you need to be sped up now, we have the ability to make potions.
Could go for potions, but potions don't last very long, I think is the problem there.
8 minutes is near to forever.
I might have to give a swiftness potion a try. Just
make sure you extend it with the redstone, then you have 8 minutes of it.
Alright, so we got the sorting machine. We need buffers. Now, I've already got what I need for them. If I would have thought of it, I would have just built it last time. We don't have any wood. Let's get some wood. Buffers. We also need an item detector. Requires the brass. Requires tubes. Where's the tubes? Have I gone blind? Oh, no, they're up here. Alright. Wafers, pressure plate, and the wood. So we take the buffers, we take more brass, more wood. You know, these recipes are all kind of similar. It's just very, very annoying, actually. Okay, and then we should just be able to go like that. And go like that. And we have a second manager. So now that we have two managers, we need to build the next item on our list. So we just click that. And hopefully we should have some blue doped wafers in here. Yes, there we go. So now that we have that, we're going to need more blue doped wafers. That's what we're going to need. Nickelite. Why am I not seeing any nickelite? There it is. Alright, so we can turn the power off there. And back up the stairs we go. Looks like Thorn Ravenwood is logging in to join us today. And what a great time. I think he's was on yesterday and he was just getting started. So it's good to see more and more people coming on.
Yeah, he's in TeamSpeak, but in the default channel right now.
Maybe he'll join us, maybe he won't. It's hard to say. Either way, we still need to make our wafers. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to make these blue doped wafers, and while we're waiting for that, let's take a look at what else we're going to need. We're actually going to need more of this blue alloy wire. Now, I don't have any wool. Do you have any wool?
Well, I'm right now stuck in the middle of the nether trying to find my way back to the our spawn point.
That doesn't tell me if you have any wool.
Yeah, I have some hidden around.
We have one sheep in with our cows. Make a set of shears. Let's go after that one sheep. Thanks for your wool. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to do some sheep hunting. Now the sheep that's normally up there appears to have fallen down. So he's no longer hiding there. But that doesn't mean that there aren't more sheep around. We just got to find them. Alright. Now, of course, you may have seen these little red X's that are appearing everywhere. That is because I have the monster spawn system telling me whether or not there's enough light, or if it's going to have to spawn monsters at night. That's turned on. I can easily turn that off because it's actually annoying me, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll see if we can find some sheep. Chicken. Normally I don't have an issue finding sheep, but it would appear that there are not very many sheep around. There's a cow.
How many wool do you need?
As much as possible, actually.
Okay, because we have one sheep in our cow pen.
Yeah, no, I already sheared him. I think he gave me 2. Yeah, he gave me 2. And I'm not seeing any more sheep. Oh, I need to eat. This is what happens when we kill all the sheep to make beds.
The sheep in the cow pen is re-wooled.
Already?
Yep.
Sweet, I'm coming back.
He is.
That was fast, Mr. Sheep. Now give me your wool again. And I'm going to continue looking around for more sheep.
Oh, you want to get some sheep real fast? I'll show you where to go.
All right.
To my house.
You wearing a potion of some kind?
Go into this nether fortress here.
Man, he is confused.
And then go to the swamp. Go to the swamp house. There's quite a bit of sheep around this area.
So you got like another little setup out here, eh?
This was my original setup.
Ah. Ooh, there's a sheep.
There's about a dozen or so, well, about maybe 6 or 7 hiding around.
You're right, there's quite a few sheep out here. You find any witches in the swamp yet?
Sorry, what about the swamp?
I said, did you find any witches?
No, but I wasn't really using that to find witches. I was using this as where I'm going to do my IC2 crops eventually in this area.
Ah, working on the crops. Ooh, spider. Oh. I can't see my health. And I can't get at my sword. For those of you that are looking and seeing that it looks like I am in creative mode, I am actually not. There appears to be an issue with my client, and my client thinks I'm in creative mode after I go through a portal. I'm not actually in creative mode, as you can see.
I avenged your death.
Nice. Can't believe I died.
If you get over here, I won't pick up your stuff. If you can get over here decently quick.
Yeah, I'm trying. So yeah, again, it looks like I'm in creative mode, but for some reason, it's just showing that, but I'm not really. My client just thinks I'm in creative mode. I can't fly. If I try, the Sys's server knows that I'm not in creative mode and won't let me. I can still die. Everything is the exact same as playing in adventure mode. It just won't show me my health or my food bar, and for some reason will not let me build stuff and things. Alright.
Are you in adventure mode by any chance?
I do not know. Like, it looks like creative mode because I got my creative mode grabbing of items and stuff. Wow, I had a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix this. Did I spell it wrong? Yeah, I did. There, and as you can see, I am now in the proper mode. For some reason it does that. I'm still not sure why, but hopefully we can fix it. It's kind of dark out here. Don't want to stray too far from Arclight's place. Well, that sheep looked like it regrew its wool. Good. Oh, that's a really big slime. Alright, I think I am done here until daytime. It's pretty dangerous out here. Okay, and this will take me back to the Nether, where Arclight has his own little spawn room set up apparently, so he can travel from area to area. Thanks for the help.
No problem, but I see you don't like it all alone out in the dark with your little dark friends, the zombies.
Yeah, not a huge fan. They hurt.
Would you rather they give you hugs and kisses?
Well, probably not. They'd probably just turn me into a zombie then. So I got plenty of wool. I've got 16 wool. That should be enough for now. And our blue wafers should be done cooking. Look at that. Blue wafers. I'm just going to stick that in there. Okay, so unfortunately, we have reached the end of the episode due to having to go get wool. I was hoping we'd get this last item taken care of. But let's go ahead and just create what I was going to do, which was create wiring. So we can go over here, just take wool, and take our blue... Where is it? Did I leave it in the project table? I did. Alright. So what I was going to do here was just this. Create more of that. And we'll do a little bit more. And of course we're going to need some more blue doped wafers in order to complete this. But just to give you guys an idea of what we're trying to do, we're trying to get 2 solar panels. Oh, you can get 3. 3 solar panels, just so we can run these managers. We're going to need to build some batteries as well, which means we'll need some more blue wafers. But it does take quite a few blue wafers in order to do this. So, that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 3. If you have any questions or comments, please remember to leave them down in the comments below. And remember that this is having a lot of fun. If you have any ideas, I'd like to know what they are. And we'll go ahead and give them a try, because there's a bunch of mods in this pack that I haven't had a chance to try. And just remember, do not comment on this piece over here, because I do not want ArcLight to know about it. Alright? Of course, there's other people on the server as well. I don't want them to know either. So I just said ArcLight because, you know, he was in the room with us here. And that's the one thing we don't want him to know about. Because if he finds out, he's probably going to get all sneaky and stuff, and we don't want that to happen. Alright. Well, have a